Standing at 7 feet 4 inches tall, Ralph Sampson was more than just a basketball player. He was a phenomenon. A towering figure in the paint, a force on the rebound, and a soft-spoken leader off the court, Sampson redefined what a big man could do in the modern game. As of now, Ralph Sampson's estimated net worth is $6 million, built from a rich NBA career, overseas ventures, endorsements, coaching stints, and business endeavors. Yet, his wealth pales in comparison to the legacy he built as one of the most unforgettable athletes in basketball history. Early life Ralph Lee Sampson Jr. was born on July 7, 1960, in Harrisonburg, Virginia, into a humble, hardworking family. His father, Ralph Sampson Sr., was a mechanic and factory worker, while his mother, Sarah Sampson, was a homemaker and his greatest moral compass. Raised alongside 2 siblings, Ralph stood out, literally, from an early age. By 9th grade, he was already 6'7". He attended Harrisonburg High School, where his dominating presence on the court brought national attention. With Sampson, Harrisonburg won 3 state titles, and by the time he graduated, he had become the most sought-after high school basketball recruit in the nation. Universities lined up with scholarships, but Sampson chose a path that surprised many. A college with values as grounded as his upbringing. College career, Virginia's gentle giant, D. 1979, Ralph Sampson committed to the University of Virginia, a decision rooted in academics and team building rather than instant NBA fame. His college career was nothing short of legendary. Over 4 seasons, Sampson revolutionized the center position. He wasn't just a rim protector. He was a smooth shooter, a sharp passer, and a master of the mid-range game. Highlights of his collegiate dominance: 3-time Naismith National Player of the Year, 1981 to 1983. 2-time Wooden Award winner, led UVA to the Final Four in 1981 and an NIT title in 1980, and finished with 2,228 points, 1,511 rebounds, and 462 blocks. Instead of jumping to the pros early, as most stars do today, Sampson stayed all 4 years to complete his degree in communications, solidifying his legacy as not just an athlete, but a student of the game. Professional, career, promise, stardom, and challenges. Ralph Sampson was the 3rd overall pick in the 1983 NBA draft, selected by the Houston Rockets, and the hype was justified. He was named NBA Rookie of the Year in 1984 after averaging 21.0 points and 11.1 rebounds per game. The following season, he was joined by another towering center, Hakeem Olajuwon, forming the legendary Twin Towers. Together, they led the Rockets to the 1986 NBA Finals, defeating the mighty Los Angeles Lakers in a thrilling Western Conference showdown, with Sampson's iconic buzzer-beating shot sealing Game 5. But just as quickly as the Rockets rose, injuries began to wear Sampson down. Chronic knee and back issues curtailed his explosiveness and mobility. He was traded to the Golden State Warriors in 1987 and later played for the Sacramento Kings and Washington Bullets before finishing his playing days overseas with Unicaja Ronda in Spain and a brief stint in the CBA. His pro career, though filled with all-star nods, 54 times, and highlight reel moments, was ultimately cut short by injuries. Still, when healthy, Sampson was one of the most unique big men to ever play the game. House tour and car collection. Unlike many of his peers, Ralph Sampson never flaunted wealth. After his NBA days, he returned to Virginia, living a quieter life focused on family, community, and philanthropy. He resides in a modest but elegant home near Charlottesville. Not a flashy mansion, but a place of peace and purpose. As for his cars, Sampson has owned several luxury vehicles over the years, including a Cadillac Escalade, a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, and a Range Rover. However, he's more often seen in practical SUVs, a reflection of his down-to-earth nature. No exotic car fleet, no garish garage, just the essentials. Personal life. In 1986, Ralph married Lee Sampson, and the couple had 4 children together: Ralph III, Robert, Rachel, and Anna. Though the marriage ended in divorce in 2003, Sampson remains a devoted father. His children have carried the family torch. Ralph III played college basketball for Minnesota and Georgia Tech, while Robert also played D1 basketball. Rachel has worked in sports marketing, and Anna pursued a career in healthcare. Sampson is a Christian, and his faith plays a central role in his life. He has spoken openly about how spirituality helped him through injuries, divorce, and public life. Beyond basketball, he founded the Winner's Circle Foundation, a non-profit focused on youth mentorship and education. He's also run a consulting firm, mentored young athletes, and served as an ambassador for the University of Virginia. Even with his shortened NBA career, Ralph Sampson's impact on the sport is undeniable. He was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2012 and the College Basketball Hall of Fame in 2011. His Geo 50 jersey was retired by UVA, and today he's regularly featured in conversations about the most influential college players of all time. Sampson paved the way for modern unicorn big men. Players like Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, and Victor Wembanyama owe a stylistic debt to his pioneering blend of size and skill. As of today, Ralph Sampson is alive and actively engaged in basketball and youth development. There have been occasional health rumors, but Sampson continues to appear at events, mentor rising athletes, and participate in Hall of Fame ceremonies. Ralph Sampson's story isn't about what could have been. It's about what was and what continues to be. He was a generational talent, a college legend, an NBA star, and a man who, despite setbacks, remained true to his values. He didn't chase clout, controversy, or cameras. Instead, he chased rebounds, blocked shots, and left footprints on the hardwood that are still being followed today. Whether it was a game-winning jumper over the Lakers or a quiet afternoon coaching kids in a local gym, Ralph Sampson's presence, physically and spiritually, has always loomed large. A gentle giant with a fierce game, a star who chose substance over stardom, a legacy that lives on.